This is on medium ride mode. I installed my new AliExpress seat, which is a knockoff of the Honda Rebel passenger seat. Deal Connect kinetic shoes. I zip tied the seat and used some Velcro. It's rubbing slightly against my legs. That's not terrible. It gives me some extra support. For some reason, the ride feels more cushy today. I don't understand. Makes no sense. the seat, when I sit down, it seems quite high. Hopefully they'll get me better knee room. Going at that 30k. Let's see, can we get the beeps? 36. Okay, there you go. Those are the 36 km/h beeps. I can feel the seat, like the corner hitting the inside of my inner knee. Kind of like where the bone is. See how that feels a bit. Smell of sewage. Let's go turn this way. Sorry. Where's the light? A little slippery. here too. Road closed. Walk on sidewalk. I don't know why there's no trigger here. Should be fine. Locking my front foot is closest to the front and to the side of the UC, and I'm okay. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, lock into the front, then start that way. Stare you down, I don't trust you. What's he doing? U-turn? Yep. He was doing a U-turn. Let's see over here. I'm at 33. I definitely wouldn't be going 33 on these side streets. Definitely would not. That suspension makes a big difference. I also wouldn't ride this little middle ridge. It's hard to see. There's a vertical ridge parallel in the middle of the road. What is this? Oh, it's a cross. Feet feel okay. Quite forward on the pedals are locked in. Get the most power. Here it's pretty dark. Let's do some turbo mode. I need to be able to see where I'm going. To watch for any potholes and whatnot. So this is 8th. I did 10th, Trafalgar, and then 8th. It's quite of a climb. I'm going to go this way and then take a right. Well, let's just turn this way. Thank you. Thanks. remember going here before. This looks familiar. That's Point Grey on the right. It's a bit of a climb there. This is a bit of a climb right now. Really leaning into it right now. So Point Grey is on the right. This is the Off-Broadway Ridgeway. Ugh, what was that? Yeah, you slow down. That guy was not going to stop until I flashed my headlight at him. The driver's getting worse and worse. Now let's see. University Endowment Lands. Okay, that's where I want to go. Is there a light here? I don't see a light. That is annoying. How the hell do you get across this? Okay. Gotta wait. Get on. It's funny, it's just a stop. University Endowment Lands. Okay, let's do turbo. Nice and quiet. It's right in the middle of the street because we don't know what's on the shoulder. But we also don't want to... Yeah, you can see there's some divots there. Also don't want to block traffic, so we'll stay on the right side here. See, there's a parked car up there. Just follow this. Yeah, because I remember we had to go through this way. Chancellor. And then it was a weird way this way. And then we came out. Chancellor. This is nicely paved. It was a cobweb that hit me earlier. I smell fire. There's no traffic behind me, so we have the whole lane. Why is there a car just in the middle? It's very odd. It's just parked there. gotta watch. Okay, so I think we're gonna hit the Chan Center coming up. Take a left up here. This is the Chan Center. There is the Chan Center. Feels like it's not centered. Where is the center? Let's just wander around a bit. This is actually a good spot to practice seated riding. It's nice and flat. I'll take a picture over here.
Well, another way of answering it, you have 100%.
Down or not. I'm gonna slide. Oh no. A little bit slick. This feels more uncertain. To get the confidence to stay on, then I'll be okay. It's just the confidence to get on and shimmy. Not actually fall off. That's the hard part. It's just getting the confidence to stay on. It rocks. Rocks a bit. I don't know if I want to practice here. It's too busy. Let's just get on. Goes this way, and we'll take a loop. Okay, so this is the chat center here. I went up that way already, so let's go this way. This road closed. Where does that go? The sub is up there. The last time we went up that way, I think it was. Back over here. I think this is the fountain. I said, damn. So I'm on medium mode, 30 psi, I believe. With flat out. Okay, is that a cop? I don't know. Let's just keep going. Ugh. Let's just keep going over this way. Oh! Got stuck in my pedals. Let's get off the street. It was a weird uphill. And I got caught. I don't trust what this guy's doing because he's in the bike lane. So we're going to go 16th and then Crown, I believe. So it's the fountains where the sub is. I forgot where it was. So we're going to be going in the roundabout here. And it's better just to stay in the roundabout itself, rather than doing all the nonsense of going through the bike lane roundabout. Let's go. I'm gonna go through. Watch out for that truck. Keep going. And then go here. It says right lane closed. What did they do? They do some construction. Share the lane of some sorts. Okay, I really don't like that lane. I'm gonna go to Crown. It's a little bit windy here. So let's get around this and then cross back over. Okay, we're going too fast. How much is this construction, is the question. It's kind of windy. Okay, it's not terrible, but I can cross back over. Get over to my bike lane. There we go. Bike lane. The safety of the bike lane. So go this way, and then we'll go to Crown. Let's go over here. I don't like that bike lane. Let's just go in the parking lot. This is 16th. Let's go slowly. Because I know the 16th eventually turns into no lane, no bike lane, once we finish the forest. This is a slight decline. I don't really like it. It's just like going down a bridge. Once you hit the crest, I just don't like the after that. But I also don't want to get stuck with that light up there. So we're gonna go this way, go into the bike this way, and then go on this street. I remember we were riding here. I was not crazy about it. It's parked cars and some bumps too. Not crazy about it. Go here and I think we're gonna hit Crown eventually, once we're done the forest. Let's see, where's Crown? Somewhere around here. Need to go too fast. So we'll do fine here. I'll just keep pace with it. I think I I went on this with my V10 F. It's pretty sketchy, man. No suspension. So now he's getting faster. Now where's Crown? Here, you'll know. Slow down. So he's going at a good pace on the downhill. So we're still in the woods. It's when we pass the woods we get the cross street to get to 29th. That's where we can turn off. Let's see, what street is this? What street this is? Yes, I think I'm gonna turn right here. Bridgeway. Camson? I don't know if it's this. We'll see. Let's check the map. Camson Street. Make sure if this is the right way. So I've never taken this way before. No, I don't think I should have taken Camison. Crown is the next one over. Crown is the next one. It's not Camison I want, it's Crown. It leads you along the forest here. Here's Crown. So Crown I'll hit 29th. Then I'll be golden. I'll take 29th the way home. The 20th. Shift my legs out of it so I'm not hugging the UC so much. Second. No, what I should do is I should try soft mode on the way home. Ooh, that jump is a big, big jump. King Edward. So I've been mainly using medium mode here. Mounting hasn't been the greatest. It's 27th, I'm gonna hit 29th. And we'll stop and then switch over to soft mode just to compare. Because I've been using medium mode all the way here. Medium mode's been pretty good actually. You got medium mode. Okay, that's 29th. So I got medium mode. It was good uphill, especially on those steeper climbs. Okay, here's 29th. Crown. Okay, let's try. There we go, soft mode. Let's see. Soft mode starting from a stop. When you push into the pedals, less acceleration. But it's definitely, the pedals are not pushing back at me. It's just like a nice, easy, relaxed. Also when you go over bumps too, it doesn't get so jerky. Here's the braking, it's not bad. What is this guy doing? He's stopping or going? So confusing. Starting from a stop is not bad. Lock in your right foot. Hop up and bounce. Let's see, how's acceleration? See, acceleration is not bad going uphill here, mild hill. Soft mode pedals. I don't like how they put these partial speed bumps. You could thread the needle the wrong way, clip your pedals, or hit the ridge. See, when Vancouver tries to make it more friendly for cyclists, they make it more dangerous. Because at some cyclist crossings, it's also like that too, where you have to thread the needle. They do that against the cars, but it makes it more difficult against the cyclists too. Going down a steeper hill, so we'll just go slowly. This is the Arbutus Ridge. I don't like how there's cars passing through here too. So when you're going downhill slalom, reverse slalom into your heels. Push your heels into the ground, like you're skiing. Because when you're skiing, you slalom to get control. You don't still go straight down the hill, out of control, right? You kind of go side by side. You slalom to get control and slow down. So this road is quite bumpy, but the suspension soaks it up. Now, if I go down here, it's a pretty big hill. Also, on a slalom, because I don't want to go out of control. Slalom on your heels. Some people may go down this as fast as they want, but I am not one of those people. Because you start going downhill, you gain too much speed, then you brake, and then you get the wobbles. Braking wobbles are scary because you're already trying to slow down, and you're out of control. So then what do? You try and carve some more, or you actually let go and start speeding up. I don't want to get into that situation, so I just take it easy down the hill. Carve. See, once the steepness is gone, then I'm more at ease. This is a pretty big bump here. I know it because when I take my e-bike, I always have to slow down there. I'm always gunning down that hill on my e-bike, which is the complete opposite of my EUC. Isn't that funny though? I love the speed on my e-bike and on my e-scooter going downhill, but on my EUC it's scary. So I feel like, in soft mode, the acceleration is very lazy, I guess you could say. So it's a good cruising mode. See this blue light? It's because it's defective. Soft mode is if you have nowhere to go, if you're not in a rush to get anywhere. Medium mode is if you want to go a little bit faster. Hard mode is just too much. Hard mode is too harsh. So here I'm going to be going up to this Arbutus. Okay, let's go. Good, we didn't have to dismount. Dismounting and mounting on a hill, uphill, is not fun. I also don't like doing it downhill as well. I'm sure with practice I'll get better. So this is a pretty steep incline. I'm on soft mode and I really have to lean into it. I don't like the feeling actually. A bit too much pressure. That's the Arbutus Greenway. Yeah, going uphill, I don't like soft mode. It's way too lazy. I need like the firmness and the feedback of me going faster uphill. Otherwise I'm leaning too much. I think once I finish the hills, then I'll be fine. So definitely, if you're going uphill, don't use soft mode. If you're on flats, it's fine. Downhill, I'm sure it's fine. Braking may be a little more muted. Like on this is kind of flat, slight uphill, it's fine. So I'm mostly flattening out now. I think this is Granville. So we'll test it more with mounting. Let's just sit here for a little bit and rest my legs. Because my knees are starting to hurt from torquing it. Not torquing it, torquing it. That's how I feel the seat. The seat itself is okay. It's quite high. It's a little bit slippery though. I need to add something to make it less slippery. Looking more tacky. What to put on top is the question. Get on and then turn. Get on and turn. That was a little weird. When I got on, I was locked in. I went on the weird side. Still not confident mounting. It's like you get on and then either you try and force it or you just bail and try again. Let's try medium mode again. Oh, free flowing. I'm not crazy about it. Okay, medium. Run the red. Okay, this is medium. So right away you feel acceleration. The pads are pushing more against your shins. There's less give. See how much faster I'm just accelerating? I like this better. Soft mode, you really have to lean into it to get acceleration. You kind of put more stress on your knee when you have to lean forward too much. I'm getting old. This I can just nudge against the shins, lean forward a little bit, and then I accelerate pretty fast. Right now I'm going 31k and I'm only just a smidge on my shin guard, on my shin pads. There's Canby Street. We're gonna go that way and then take a right onto Ontario. Watch out, this guy, I don't trust him. Feet don't feel terrible. The only thing I feel slightly tender is between my knees because of my new seat, which I should practice using. Let's try and move my feet out a little bit so they're not right against the seat when I stand up straight. There's always a guy there, security. So every time I fumbled, my pedal was slightly forward. Another UBC. Ugh. I need to be up here. Let's try and mount it back this way. At least the seat's not getting in the way. Let's get on and go. That was not terrible. So I had the UBC further back, locked in my right foot as front and as close to the UBC as I could, stepped up and then like pushed with my toes on my right foot to get some acceleration. So the key for me is not having my foot more forward, have it closer, have my knee more bent on my right foot, have it more under me instead of forward and like a skateboard. So what I do is I do that and then I move my right and left leg further away. I swivel my toe and swivel my ball of my foot rather than lifting my foot on the pedal. And then now I'm not so close to the side of the UBC. I have like a little bit of play. Now that little bit of the play is kind of gone now because my seat corners are hitting the inner sides of my knees. You have to see about that. The seat is actually quite high because I have it mounted on top of the upgraded Sherman seat. So it's velcroed and also zip tied. I haven't practiced the seated riding yet. The position is not bad. The seat is a little bit slippery though. I need something to put on top that would give it more grip. Because it's kind of like a fake leather. Pleather, I guess you could say. Yeah, I feel like I'm bottoming out. I shouldn't be, because I'm about 160 pounds. Watch out, taxi, I see you. Always scan the intersection with your lights, because you never know what's passing through. It's tricky here. This intersection looks like there's a cross light, but it's not. It's that bright light. Now here, you can see there's some kind of light that's on. It's this car. See what I mean? Let's do turbo mode. There's not really anyone biking at this time. It's only cars that I'm facing. So it's better I have bright lights. Always scan the intersection. There's this big hump here. Yeah, you feel that? Always scan and slow down, because you don't know. Yeah, medium mode for me, definitely. On my OG Sherman, I use medium mode as well. Soft mode was way too soft that I could hardly start from a stop. It leaned too much. Raccoon. You get roadkill. Knock me off my UBC. Ugh. Yeah, let's get on. There we go, not terrible. So have it as below, underneath your legs as much as possible. Don't have it so far forward and catch up to it. Now, what we'll do is we'll try some seated riding practice. Question is, where am I going to do it? Well, I want to do Central Park. Because if I topple, at least the EUC is going to be safe. Ooh, that was a pretty big bump. Technically, it shouldn't be too busy in Central Park. I'm not going to go in the park itself. I'm going to do the loops around it. It's a good training ground. So when I practice seated riding, I don't actually do the mounting part. I start from seated position. I want to get the feel of the actual seated riding first before I do the tough part, which is the mounting. Like sitting down and standing up is the toughest part. Just want to get a feel of how the seat reacts. Ugh, too many cars to go to bypass it. Okay. When I'm hitting these kind of like bumpy transitions, I'm slaloming, but I'm at speed. I'm not slaloming, not carving to brake. Okay, not terrible. So have it as close to bottom as you can. Like I said, this is one of my favorite parts. When I start from the stop, it's this street in Nanaimo. I don't know if it's flat or slight decline, but it just feels fun just to start going. do turbo. Because you never know what you're going to be coming across. It's funny, I haven't taken this around Central Park yet. What's that? Cat. Watch the pavement, the road quality here. Some bad potholes. Let's get over on this side. Sure, let's see how busy Central Park is. It's busy, we'll just do loops around it. Oh! My tire seems a little bit flat. I don't know what it's set to. I'll double check. I feel it really pushing. Push. beeps. See, today I didn't really get any beeps because I wasn't going too fast. I was not really pushing it. Is I should get off and then go to the sidewalk so that that car can go turn over here. What I should do is turn my charger. Let's go. This and then let's try seated riding. Question is, where am I going to do seated riding? This is a good spot to do it because it's flat. If I crash, it's not terrible. So I find I'm getting too much power. I'm getting it here. Let's see, what time is it? $10:30. Okay, let's try. I don't know, it's mind over matter. Push this down a little bit. So I'm not blinding people. So I find, let's see, can I do seated transition here? Okay, you're on, right? And to sit, you'd have to do this. Oh, that's sketchy, right? To sit, you do this. So normal riding is like this. Seated, you'd have to scooch down. Then my heels are gonna get like underneath. try here. Transition. It's definitely not as easy. Huh. You can't get locked in too much. Yeah, this is the same way I felt when I was doing the seated riding the other way. Oh, so sketchy. I don't feel like I have good balance. I feel like it's so wobbly. Oh, the pedals. Don't like that ratchet. Get on and balance. Yeah, so once you get on, it's not terrible. Whoa. Right when I say that, it just like lost control. I feel like I have to sit further back. You gotta get on and shimmy. Once you shimmy, you're okay. Oh, sorry. To brake, you gotta like lean back. Whoa. See, that's way too much. I feel like I have to be further back on it. Just when I transition back. I'm sitting too forward on it. Let's try that again. There's too many people. It's not as easy on this one. It's like mind over matter. So it's like rolling pretty fast. To slow down. I'm gonna sit further back. Okay, first step first is not fall off. And then second step is the turning. Okay. Not terrible. Try again. You gotta lean forward a bit. Then you shimmy, then you get your balance. But I find this one is a bit more reactive, I guess you could say. I'm not good at just having my hand on the front handle. When I do that, I lose balance. I need to have like left hand forward, right hand kind of back, and then yeah. Just getting used to it. I'm like right at the edge of the back of the seat. If I sit more forward, my feet are pushing on the pedals and I'm accelerating too fast. So let's slow down. Ugh. See what I mean? Slow down and then boom, drop it. Here's how the seat's doing it pretty well. Let's see if I'm more forward. How does it feel? Get on, shimmy. I'm seated more forward. See how accelerated I am? Too fast. Ugh. See? Lost control. This is a beast. So can't sit too forward on it. What I should also try and do is have my foot further back on it as well, instead of having like right on the tip. So right now my feet are further back, I'm further back. I find I have to what do you call it? Carve. I'm so wobbly. So wobbly. But with my feet further back, it's not that terrible actually. The feeling, it just feels so wobbly. Okay, at least I can get on. That's a start. Slowing down is another matter. It's all about control. I wouldn't say I mastered it, but I was able to do a full loop of Central Park and the interior of the park as well. I didn't do the transition yet, but I was at least able to do a loop. So slowing down is not easy, because as soon as I slow down, I feel like I'm going to lose control. And I feel like my tire pressure is really low. So for me, I need to have like my ankles right against the toe pads. Gives me like that extra stability. So I'm right at the edge of the seat. Now, do I want to attempt doing a loop? Will I lose control going on the straightaway? That's the question. Can I slow down? Can I turn? Yeah, at least it's quieter right now. See, this is not the most comfortable. Because right now all my pressure is on my toes, on the edge of the pedal. It's not comfy. Like it feels like your Achilles heel is being stretched. Your knee is being squashed, like an Asian squat. And people say, oh, it's so comfortable. I don't think so. And this is with a higher seat on the Sherman S. The stock seat, I don't know how people do it. They must be frogs or something, or baseball catchers. That's how it feels like. It's funny, the Sherman S feels more twitchy seated riding than the OG Sherman. Yet, the Sherman S feels more sluggish and cumbersome standing riding. So as soon as I reach for the grab handle, I feel out of balance. I always have to keep my hands kind of like around. Yeah, I don't think I could do the transition to seated riding anytime soon. It's just too cramped. It's still more cramped than my OG Sherman. Like after doing a loop here at Central Park, my quads and my heels and whatnot are gonna be so sore, cramped. Here's a turn. Ugh, too hard. I'm not used to the turn yet. It's like learning to ride all over again. I was getting better on the OG Sherman, and I could even hold the selfie stick and then go at it maybe 20k or so, 25k. But this, I feel like it's just when I first started learning on the OG Sherman seated riding. It's just, you know, my mind would be blown just doing a lap. We're not even falling off. I could not even imagine using a selfie stick right now. See, can I negotiate this turn? Just go slow. Slow and steady. Keep one left hand forward, one right hand back, and then just keep carving so you have control. Don't go too fast because it's hard to stop. Lean back if you need to stop. So I'm always leading with my left shoulder. Yeah, to me it feels like my tire pressure is quite low. Like it looks quite saggy. So here, I don't trust this. So I'm just gonna go slowly. To see this turn, I'm not comfortable enough to manage that. once I get here, then let's start from here. Ugh. Starting from a stop is not easy. You kind of have to like get on it and lean forward and then shimmy. Get on it, lean forward, and shimmy. That's what I want to say.
Like a deer in the headlights.
Dog is not on a collar, on a leash. That's gonna like cause me to crash. It's good I just stopped there. This is 100 pounds. You don't want to take out a dog, even though the owner didn't have it on a leash. Even putting my hand up to turn on my headlight, it's quite difficult, or you're losing balance. So my goal previously on the OG Sherman was do a loop without getting off. See, I did not obtain that because I had to get off a couple of times there. One, because of the dog. Two, because of the too tight turns. The seat is not bad, but it's not the best. So slowing down. Ugh. There we go. See, not good at slowing down. Let's see, the snail friend is here. I might as well take a picture with the snail friend. Sure, why not? Here anyway. Seems a little bit wet. Let's not get wet. Let's see if I can get a good loop. Go slow. Keep under control. It's funny, I used to like be able to transition sometimes on OG Sherman, but then I stopped practicing. So then I can't do it anymore. Too scared. So getting better at seated riding here, getting more confidence, more balance. It's all about your muscle memory. If you don't use it, you lose it, which is totally true. Right? Going uphill, thread the needle. There we go. Okay. Let's make it to the end for a lap. Now, let's just have some fun and just practice riding. See, I'm getting faster now. It's all about the practice. Let's just do a loop. Stop here, do a loop, because that's what I like to do. I like to do a loop here, just of Central Park, just to get used to EUC. It's funny, I haven't actually done a loop of the EUC with my EUC here, with the new Sherman S. I've done every other wheel many times, but not the Sherman S. So it's funny, because I usually practice here first before I take it elsewhere. But what I did first was I took the Sherman S to Stanley Park on the first ride, which is ridiculous, right? First ride is, just getting used to it. So I went all the way around. So let's practice here. Let's practice having my legs out a bit more. And then let's go to the parking lot and practice some of the figure eights. Oh, it's closed. That's annoying. Ugh, I was gonna practice my figure eights here. Actually, I could go in the other way and then come back out later. Surprised they actually closed the parking lot. Okay, get on. Don't kick it. Let's see, how's the grass? Going along the grass is actually fine. Do I see any other cars here? No, that's good. I do not want other cars here. So let's practice. I got my legs a little bit further out. My left one's more further out, actually. It's good. This is like a safe area because it's closed. Okay, my left turn is good. My right turn I gotta work on. It's not sharp enough. Okay, let's practice figure eights. So roll. Roll. Let the UC roll between your legs. See how the headlight's going? So roll the UC. Kind of like bend your knees and let the UC play between your legs. Then you can get better turning radius. See, my left is not bad. My right is not good. Still too wide. My right was never good. So the seat is actually hitting my knees a lot. Okay, can do figure eight that way, but how wide is it here? Not terrible. I think if I started earlier, turn earlier, then I can get a sharper turn. Yeah, the right turn is getting better. Okay, That's good enough for now. So now we got some space between our legs. Let's just do a loop, outer loop, and then head home. Kind of creepy. Like I just came out of the woods there. So this is with my legs more loose on the UC, looser than I usually have. I don't usually have it this loose. And it's not that loose actually. You can see I can like play with it more. Where's what my PSI is set to? How much did it decrease? Or is it actually still 30 PSI after I put the flat out? So when I purchased the UC, it was already set to 29.5. And I think it's because the previous owner set it that way. It's not like he was sitting there at that pressure. And I set it just to 30. Then about a week later, a few days later, I put flat out in it and set it also to 30. That was maybe 2 days ago. Right now there seems to be a lot of flex. It feels quite squishy. So we'll check the PSI tomorrow. So here's where it was fun, because I could get a good speed. Right now it's 30, so it's kind of like, you know, my beeps for my Sherman S. Sherman OG. And then I would do like a nice little carve here. See, I'm not used to the speed yet, so I didn't really do it very fast. But I would hang off the OG Sherman a bit. This wheel would be excellent inside the park, but I don't want to get it all dirty yet. I haven't done any trails on it. Because as soon as you start doing trails, then it gets dusty. Yeah, I much prefer standing riding compared to seated riding. You get more control. Easier to brake, easier to turn. Your legs don't get cramped. Fucking idiot. Not paying attention at all, has his headphones in, walking in the middle. So it's nice because you have a clown horn, and then you have the mode which switches it, and then it immediately goes to that. Ah! This one? It's pretty loud. It's nice. I just have it mounted on my glove, and then I have it around here on my thumb. Easy access. Some people use the bike bells, but then it's a hard piece ring that's around your finger. So if you crash, you know, that could get caught on the ground and rip, you know, ligaments in your finger, dislocate your finger or something, or worse, sever your finger, right? If you're in a crash, you don't want to be having like some metal ring that could just like snap and then cut. Now, let's see if we can tramline. One part that really scared me when I was on OG Sherman were these lines here. You get sucked into them with the wheel, and then, you know, the wheel would follow it, and then you couldn't get out. So one time I was going here in the OG Sherman, in this middle line here between the sidewalk, it caught me. And then I was almost going to crash into this pole. And yeah, nothing happened there. This is on the CST knobby. The OG Sherman is on the Kenda knobby. And I think the original tire for this Sherman S is the Kenda knobby, not the CST knobby. The CST knobby seems to be a bit more pliable. The rubber is more soft. Sidewalls are softer. The Kenda is, I don't know how old that is. It's maybe halfway worn on my OG Sherman. But it's hard. It feels like plastic. Like when you put the PSI down to 22, it still feels like rock solid. So I'm running this at 30, and it feels fine. I would run 30 on the OG Sherman, and it'd be so squirrely. And then, you know, the bumps would be bad, the tram lining would be bad, so I'd have to bring it down to 25, even 22 sometimes. It was just weird. It's like a game changer not having the tram lining. Like not having tram lining plus having suspension. It's a big difference. Yeah, I'm not even hitting the beeps yet. Because I don't go that fast. I'm only going 31. Oh yeah, and this knobby, it doesn't scream. There's not any tire roar. Not that much. And it only has like 100 kilometers, 100 to 200 kilometers on it. It was recently changed. You can hear a little bit, but it's not anywhere close like how the Kenda is on my OG Sherman. OG Sherman feels like a fat tire e-bike. You can hear it. That's the thing about the Sherman S, it just feels smooth. Like butter. This is on medium mode. Let's thread the needle here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do an acceleration. Beeps. There we go. That's the 36 kilometer an hour beeps. I set to 36 because 31 was too annoying. My OG, I was always getting beeping. My cruising speed is about 31, 32. So yeah, the seat, I probably won't use that much. Just like my OG Sherman, I don't use seated riding that much. It's just nice to sit down at lights. The OG Sherman was perfect for sitting down at lights. This one, without this seat, is horrible at lights. Just horrendous. So bad. And that's with the upgraded upgraded Sherman S seat. So bad. Let's wait for the cars to go. Okay. get on and turn. Let's turn on high beams. Okay, let's reposition my legs. Okay, so here, I didn't really like this street because it's also like a decline. And then there's potholes. Let's see how this Sherman S does on this decline with the potholes. Plus there's also tram lining too. See that vertical lip there, that crack? I avoid those. Even along here you can see this. Avoid that too. See the crown in the middle of the road? I also avoided that. There's a lot of things you have to be watching for when you don't have suspension. So it's odd having a suspension wheel and then like running over those things. Like bumps, the vertical cracks for tram lining, potholes. Like I feel like I'm bottoming out my tire or something. Like it's so soft. See, this is my least favorite part of the ride here. It's this decline and then like the bad surface area. Here I avoid that because I have tram lines here along that. That's like no problem. Now the confidence is getting there with the Sherman S.